Welcome to Missouri Economy Today. Joining us again is Director David Kerr with the Missouri Department of Economic Development. Welcome to the show, David.
Thank you, Julie.
On July 21st, Governor Nixon outlined his priorities for a comprehensive bipartisan jobs package to be discussed at a special session in September. What are these priorities and how do they line up with the Department of Economic Development's strategic initiative?
Well, Julie, I think we're very fortunate to have a governor that from day one has made jobs his #1 priority, putting Missourians back to work. And the message that he has communicated has been that of a jobs package. He believes that there are a number of significant programs and issues that need to be addressed during the special session, and I think he has clearly communicated those priorities. First and foremost is the MOSIRA, which is the Missouri Science and Innovation Reinvestment Act. That is a program or an initiative that has been proposed for the last several years. Certainly I think there is a widespread support for the program, and unfortunately we were not able to address that during the regular session, so I think the governor is anxiously looking forward to having that addressed in a special session. Second of all, he has clearly communicated that the Compete Missouri is very important to the state. Compete Missouri is our streamlined program of how we align our business development incentive plans with our training programs to make sure that we're transparent and we make it easier for businesses to do business right here in the state. Also, what is very important to the governor is making sure that we support international trade. Again, we've seen a significant increase of international trade over the course of the last year and a half, with a 35% increase in international trade during 2010 and an additional 18% increase in international trade during the first quarter of this year. Additionally, we think it's very important to be able to fund those programs through tax credit reform. And certainly foremost on all of our minds is how do we support and finance the programs we need to help rebuild the parts of our state that have been devastated by disasters, including the floodings in many parts of our state and the tornado that hit Joplin. So I believe that those are the key components, and those align very closely with the priorities of the Department of Economic Development.
You mentioned MOSIRA, which is designed to help small startup companies. Small business plays a big part in Missouri's economy. The department has several programs designed to help small business. One of them is the Grow Missouri Loan Program. What is the Grow Missouri Loan Program and how does it help small businesses?
Well, the Grow Missouri program is in fact an application and a set of funding from the federal government that we aggressively pursued. We applied for $27 million and received $27 million. We took that $27 million and divided it into two different programs. The first program is the Grow Missouri program that is $10 million to go to small businesses that is low interest loans to help small businesses for conventional types of programs that need funding. We then put $17 million into the IDEA program, which is the Innovation, Development, and Entrepreneurial Action Fund. Those are for startup entrepreneurial companies. It is being managed by the Missouri Technology Corporation. Just 2 weeks ago, the full board approved $7 million of that $17 million that went to 20 companies. And those are companies, startup entrepreneurial companies that are doing things like cancer research or cancer detection, wind energy manufacturing, energy storage facilities. For that particular program, we had over 70 applications seeking more than $52 million for that $7 million. So we still have approximately $12 million net fund to award to other companies as we move forward.
Let's talk for just a moment about the 2011 Governor's Conference on Economic Development that will be taking place in September in Springfield, Missouri. Can you give us some highlights of the conference and why should people attend?
Sure. Well, certainly this is a conference that has gone on for many, many years. We normally draw between 600 and 800 people that participate in the conference, ranging from businesses to economic development to workforce development people and developers. Certainly it is, in addition to the keynote speakers and the sessions we have where everyone attends, we have breakout sessions that really focus on specific areas of business development, including workforce training. Additionally, this conference gives us the opportunity to recognize businesses across the state. We have 10 Governor's Awards that are awarded each year, anywhere from Exporter of the Year to Entrepreneur of the Year to Small Minority Business of the Year. So it gives us the opportunity to recognize some of the premium and premier companies we have in the state.
Great, great. Sounds like an exciting conference.
It is.
Finally, can you give us an update on the department's involvement with the Joplin recovery efforts?
Well, you know, we have chatted about this previously, and it certainly is a daunting task in terms of the recovery that's going on, not only in Joplin, but also in the flood areas of the state, the areas that have been devastated by the flood as well as the tornado. Certainly we've had a presence down there from day one. Sally Hemingway from our group has been down there for almost 6 weeks now, and she's full-time, spending time trying to help businesses recover. There are a number of initiatives. We talked about both the small business loan and the Compete Missouri loans. We have modified those particular programs to make them available to businesses that were impacted by the tornado in Joplin. Additionally, we have identified and we have earmarked $50 million of private activity tax credit funds to be used for rebuilding businesses. We have allocated $7 million of neighborhood assistance tax credit funds that will in fact generate $14 million that's going to be contributed to the Joplin Area Chamber of Commerce Foundation that will be used to help businesses rebuild, to rehabilitate their businesses and grow their businesses. In addition to that, we have a number of funds from the Community Development Block Grant Program that are being used to help citizens rebuild their homes. There were over 7,000 houses destroyed in that tornado. So housing is a significant issue and a very high priority of ours. So yes, DED has been actively involved and engaged in terms of trying to help not only the citizens from a housing perspective, but also from a business perspective in terms of rebuild Joplin.
We appreciate the update. Appreciate all the information you share with us monthly.
Thank you.
Great goings on at the department. That wraps up this edition of Missouri Economy Today. Join us again next time for more on economic development efforts in Missouri. I'm Julie Peterson. Thanks for watching.